Welcome back. Welcome back to Sports Talking Bull Stuff with your boy D Davis, aka Mr. 360, here today, right now. This will be a wrestling themed uh rant show, podcast, whatever. And it's just something that has been irking me for a while now. And it's seemingly, BS. Because it is, but the word or yeah, it's definitely the word yeet. Yeah, yeet. This may be a profanity laced rant, tirade, however you want to call it. Um, because I have no idea how that word got over with the wrestling crowd, wrestling fans. The people that I blame most for uh wrestling being in the shape that it is today, the wrestling fans, these mark wrestling fans who just accept anything and everything from the wrestling companies. Back in my day, when I was a young child, a young lad, a youngster, when I was out here as a lassie, I don't know if lassie means when I was out here as a youngin, when it was garbage presented to the fans booed. When things didn't make sense, they booed or they didn't show up. But I see a parallel between uh, wrestling fans and the state of society, where anything and everything is deemed acceptable. Ain't no pushback, ain't no, nah, this don't make no sense at all. We just, well, they just accept it. They just eat shit repeatedly and like it. Well, they're trained to like it or programmed to like it. I'm just talking about this one word, this one phrase by J USO, main event J USO. This was a this would be a very wrestling themed clip, podcast, show, because the little wrestling that I do watch today, new live wrestling, is very few and far between. I watch clips on YouTube and I'm like, all right, that's cool. Nice angle. Oh, good promo. But a lot of people I just don't want to see. And right now in WWE, they're pushing Jay Uso as some type of main event uh superstar. Yeet is a word, a phrase. Somehow they're selling Yeet t-shirts. Anybody walking around with a Yeet t-shirt needs to be slapped. Because what does it mean to begin with? And why are you wearing a shirt that says yeet? Why are you yeeting? I know with some rap songs. You see, rap ain't selling no more. Rap music is dead because rappers were using yeet. Now everybody doing country. And they fucking killed rap music. But back to wrestling. But yeah, Jay Uso, he's not a good worker. Anybody who doesn't know what worker is in terms of wrestling is a wrestler who can give off the most believability in a ring. As far as punching, kicking, moves, it's just overall believability. How well they can sell when the opponent is dishing out their offense to them. Because wrestling, 40, 50, 60, 70 years ago, uh, it was booked as a shoot. Shoot meaning, this is another wrestling term, shoot meaning real, like actual fight. And we all know wrestling is not real. It is predicted outcomes. But it's supposed to look somewhat real. Uh, so you shouldn't see a lot of daylight when punches are thrown or exchanged. That's a huge difference from 20, 30 years ago to today. Well, we have a lot of wrestlers in both companies or multiple companies throughout the world that can't fucking work. So their matches look like shit and they don't get over. And and more than not being able to work, because there are plenty of wrestlers that were shitty workers, but they got over. People wanted to see them. When you look at Jey Uso and his promos are the shits. I don't want to seem like I'm totally negative on Jey Uso, but I'll drag in the brother, Johnny Uso, whatever his name is, Jay and Joe, other brother, Uso. He ain't that good either. Even before all this bloodline stuff, when they got popping, because before the bloodline was popping, they was secondary, mid card level tag team. They would did a bunch of super kicks and yeah, they were a okay tag team. Nothing to write home about. They were just on a roster, and then they got popping with the bloodline, and everything has devolved since. And Jay has rebranded himself into Yeet, fucking Yeet, and somehow it's gotten over. That's a failure in society that Jay Uso and Yeet has gotten over. It's really a failure of society. Parents who see their children walk around in Yeet shirts, just know you failed. Not all the way. You didn't get an F, but like a D minus. This is just a rant. It's just something that it irked me, has irked me for a while now because I'm watching or whatever I do watch of it. I'm like, how is this getting over? It's unexplainable how it has gotten over, but if you know anything about promotion and how things are marketed to the public and how things, manifest and materialize and crystallize into what it is. And sometimes it takes a lot of just repetition, saying it over and over again, whether it was dumb or not. Just say it over and over again. Like LeBron is the GOAT. Just say it over and over again, right or wrong, true or false. If you say it enough times, eventually they'll start to believe it or believe in it, even if it doesn't make any fucking sense. I hope this talk about Jey Uso and Yeet and how it has, I don't even know if it's gotten really over, because wrestling fans are their own bubble, a bubble that I refuse to be in. I went to one wrestling show in the last, what, 30 years? Or two wrestling shows in the last 30 years. I went to one like 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm in that room and I'm like, I shouldn't be in this room because it's a lot of it was a lot of characters in that where I went. I went to see Bret Hart or meet Bret Hart. And Demolition was there, and there was a couple other people. MJF was at the show. This was like a young MJF, so this was before AEW started. and a couple other people who are currently on AEW. But I was just in that room like, this ain't for me. Like, it's too much going on. Too many neck beards, and not cool beards like this. You know, them beards that be right here. There be hair right there. That ain't proper grooming at all. But it just seemed like a lot of brother, sister, cousin people kind of all just mixed into a gumbo. I was like, I got it. But that was an independent show, not a major company show. So you get all sorts of people in those environments. But yeah, the wrestling community, the wrestling fans, it is an exact reflection of the larger society. You still got people at wrestling shows wearing face diapers. You still got people at Stop and Shop wearing face diapers. The people, I'm gonna end on this one. The people who are still wearing face diapers in 2024, their kids are wearing YEET shirts, and a good number of them have face diapers upon their faces. It's a cold game, but hey, it's your boy D Davis, Mr. 360. This has been another rant with sports talk and bull stuff. Peace and blessings, y'all. Enjoy. We out.